Okay, um, let's start. So before start, just give a brief overview what we have discussed yesterday. We have seen we discussed about the investigate stage. So why we need the investigate stage and the type of reports which we can generate by using the investigate stage. So out of 4 to 5 reports, we have seen two reports how we can generate like pattern report and token report. So we have discussed about the pattern report and token report and what type of columns we will get uh, in the output report. So let's discuss about few more options whatever we have in the investigate stage for this token report and pattern report, and then we will discuss about the character concatenate and character discrete investigation. So here um, we have advanced options tab. If you click on this advanced options tab, you can see few more options. So number of samples and frequency cutoff. So number of samples, one you have given, right? So for each and every pattern, or for each and every token, it is giving one value, as a kind of example, for first name and last name, or basically if you look at the pattern report, for each and every pattern report, so it is giving one example just to show you how the data is coming, which is matching to the particular pattern. So if you put 2 here, you can see 2 for each and every pattern. It will try to display 2 at max, number of samples. And this frequency cutoff is nothing but if we want to see in the report the patterns which are getting the pattern which is having more than 2 samples or 3 samples or kind of thing. For example, if you consider the name as XYZ, and if it is coming in the pattern which is matching to this XYZ, if you have 5 records, and if you put cutoff value here 5, then we will see only the XYZ, and there might be few other records also which have 2 or 3 which are matching to the particular pattern. In that case, those patterns you can see in the output. So basically the frequency, if you specify 2 or 3 here, based upon this it will show you the output. If you put 1, almost all patterns you can see here. If you put 2, so you can see the patterns which has more than matches more than 2 records or equals to 2 records. So those are the two options which we have here. And here you can see, right, include classification, classified token as standard abbreviation, original spelling and corrected spelling. So standard abbreviation is nothing but yesterday we have added what I can say, one name with the spell mistake, instead of getting two LLs, we removed one L and we have placed one L. So that we will get in the token report as a standard abbreviation. Standard abbreviation in the sense yesterday we have seen, right? This is how we specified yesterday. Let me. So first we specified some name like this, and then we have given the name as like this, and some first name and last name field. So the thing is this is your incoming data, and this is how you want. This is standard abbreviation, and this is your classification code. So in token report, if you go and see here, you can see only this one, in the standard abbreviation, because by defaultly the standard abbreviation was selected. But in the token pattern report, you cannot see, because basically after the token report, we usually go for the standard deviation report. There you can see the standard abbreviation report and all those things. So if you want to open this, I will show you I will open the token report and I will show you how it is displaying the standard report. Sorry, standard abbreviation. So basically this is the standard structure, like a kind of syntax which you if you want to define anything in the classification file. First of all, you have to give the input string and the standard output string how you want it, and the corresponding classification code. This is how you need to specify in the classification file. So yesterday, for example, I think we have added this one. So if you go and look at the token report, you can see this one, because here by default the standard abbreviation is selected. If you go with the original spelling, then you will get this input string like how you have entered. So this one you will get in the token report. And the character spelling in the sense like we have some kind of weights concept. So in the classification file itself, somewhere you can see like this or like 900. This is a concept of matching that we will discuss later. So this is like whenever you're seeing some weight here, so what it will do is, first of all, it will take the input string. If it is matching or not, it will just check in the classification file. Whenever it is matching, and it will take the weight, like if you go here in the corrected spelling, so based upon the weight, like whatever the weight you have selected here, based upon the weight, it will take the corrected string. Like there might be few more things like this. If you are getting like this and still you want like this, and specify some weight, and if you are getting something like this and still you want like this. So basically what it will do is, here you can specify a number of combinations, like there which can be possible, like to get from the input data or from the source. So if you specify like this and the corresponding weights you mention here, then what it will do is, um, let me pull it out and put my. Okay, so if we have the data like this, basically it will depends upon the weight what you are mentioned here. For example, 85% is matching or 90% is matching, then you want to treat them as a matching, and you want to get the corresponding character string out of it. Then like if you specify like this including the weights, what it will do is, it will take your input string and it will compare the corresponding string and how much percentage it is matching, 85 percentage or 90 percentage it is matching. So based upon that cutoff, like the weight whatever you assign it here, based upon that weight it will identify the corresponding string and it will give you the output. So basically how it is calculating and how it is like identifying whether the input string is matching to up to 85% or 90%, that like this is a concept of like threshold values that we will see like while we're discussing about the match stage after the standardization stage. So there you will get the clear picture, like what is the threshold value, what is the cutoff threshold value, and how it is calculating the weight, and how it is identifying whether it is matching to 85% or 90%. That we will see it later. For now, like the corrected string is nothing but like it will take your input string and it will compare like how much percentage it is matching in the string which is specified in the classification file. If it is up to like the weight which you are specifying here, specifying it here, if it is matching to 85% or 90%, whatever the weight you have given it there, then it will take the corresponding string, the like a corrected string, and it will keep it in the output. So for now, like you just forget about this, you will get clear picture about this one like when we are discussing about the match stage. Okay. And by default the standard abbreviation um, thing. You can see it here like as a by default selected option. And here we have few more things. um, I think in yesterday or day before yesterday we have discussed like the default classification codes plus and a question mark. So if you want to treat is a single word is also a kind of a plus symbol or kind of thing, then you can select it here. Treat successive unclassified as a one word, or like if you don't select it, by defaultly it will go as a question mark kind of thing. And include unclassified numeric tokens. For example, if you are getting any numeric numbers, for example, if basically right now we have this generated this report on the name. For example, if you go for the address, and if you consider any other a column where we have the numeric numbers also in the data. For example, if you consider the address 123 Main Street or 5 to 2023, street numbers along with the street names you can see. So basically, if you don't select this option, it won't include the numerics or numeric values in the token report. Because if you want to see what are all the numeric tokens or numeric numbers which you are getting in the input data, then you have to set this one specifically, otherwise it won't include the numeric numbers. Okay. And then we have this um, unclassified alphas. So basically this is nothing but first of all, we will discuss this one, include mixed types and punctuated words. If we have any kind of special characters or whatever it may be, if you are getting in your input data, then if you want to display them, then you need to go this one, include mixed types and punctuated words. If you don't select this one, these are the options which you need to select based upon your requirement. If you want to see all the numeric values, or if you want to see all the mixed types and punctuated words kind of thing, then you will go this type of option which you have here. So these are specifically you need to select it how you want to display your what I can say, your report. So this include unclassified alphas, we are saying, right? So this is nothing but we have the classified and unclassified these things, right? Tokens, sorry, the classification codes. What it will do is, if you want to display in the token report right now, whatever the report you have generated, in that you are seeing only the classified codes related data. In the token report you cannot, you are not seeing, right, these question marks and plus symbols and all those things you are not seeing in the token report. If you want to display those also in the the unclassified related alphas, means the unclassified tokens information, if you want to see in the token report, then you have to go to this include unclassified alphas, and then you need to run the report. Then you can see the unclassified tokens related information also in the token report. Okay, so I will show you I will include this one, and I will show you how the report will looks like. And here the separation list and stripe list is the very important thing. Even if you go to the standardization stage also, this is the very first step it will which will get executed in the whole process. First of all, whatever the data you are getting, so first of all it has to, what I can say, parse your input data. For example, right now we are generating the report on the name. So on what basis it is splitting your name into tokens? Like in token is we are saying unclassified word or whatever we are saying, right? So we cannot split further. So that we are calling it as a token. But you are passing the name field. Inside that we have the whole name, but how the rule set, whatever the rule set we have used it here, how it is splitting or how it is parsing your input data, your name field into tokens, that is depends upon the separation list and stripe list. This one, in the entire quality stage, we can say in the entire quality stage flow, this is the very first step which will get executed, and then the all other things. So this is the very first step. Even if you are discussing about the standardization stage also, the first step is the separation list and stripe list. So this is the one which will get executed at a very first time, and then once the tokens are identified after applying the separation list and stripe list, then it will take those tokens, it will go to the classification file, it will identify whether we have defined any kind of classification code for that or not. That is the next process, the whole process. So this is the very first step which will get executed. So this one, like we have to discuss separately. I will show you, like with some examples, what is the separation list and stripe list. After this, once we're done with this discussion, the investigate stage discussion, and specifically I will show you what this separation list and stripe list. Then you will with examples also, so that you will get some clear picture what is the separation list and stripe list. So you have to be very careful, while you're defining the separation list and stripe list, because this is the first step which will execute, which will do the parsing on your input data. If you don't define it properly, then you will not get the proper results out. Okay, so about this separation list and stripe list, this is very important concept. Once we're done with the investigate stage, with the examples, I will show you, what is the separation and stripe list. So apart from this, so these options, you, let me show you, first of all the report, and then I will select these options and all those things. Then you will see how it is displaying, or how it is modifying your report. Okay, so
Gopi, Shraddha here. I have one doubt. Like, even say, for example, we select standard abbreviation,
mhm,
but in our pattern report, the sample column will have the actual value, not the abbreviated value, right?
right. In
Okay.
the token
Thank
report,
you.
let's go and look at the token report, because that property is specifically for the token, right? How you want the
Yeah.
token. So if you
Yeah.
go and look at the
Just
token
wanted to
report,
confirm.
yeah,
Okay.
this is the one, right, which we have defined yesterday with the, one L only. If we have, if you go and selected the other thing, the other option, whatever we have, then you can see the actual value and all those things. So right now in this report, you are not seeing, any unclassified word or unclassification code or whatever it may be, right? You are seeing in the report all are, valid token codes, or whatever the rule set is able to identify, only those values you are seeing it here. If you want to see all the values, even the unclassified tokens and all those things, then there is one option just now we discussed, unclassified alphas. Some option is there. If you enable that, you can see the unclassified tokens also here in this report. And one more things, one more option what we have just now discussed is, include numerics and all those things, right? So once we enable this, if you have any kind of numerics which you are getting in the input, then those it will try to include those numeric related tokens also here. Otherwise by default it won't add it. And like that, if you have any special characters, or if you want to see how it is coming and all those things, then you have to go with the some more, another option which is available in that advanced options. Okay. So first of all, for now here, as per the data which we have taken it here, I think we can select this one, unclassified tokens, and then first run it, and we'll see how it is creating the report. If you remember, earlier we have only 168 records here only. Right now we are seeing 286 records, because that is because of, it is adding the unclassified tokens also to your report. So earlier you didn't see all these question marks and the all this stuff, right? Right now we are seeing it. That is because of the options which I have enabled it there. Okay, so like this, like you can add like you can take some test data and you can try it, like all these options how it is working. And here number of samples I am saying, right? So two samples for now. Let me run the report again. Okay, so here you're seeing, right, this particular pattern. So this question mark and initial and again question mark. So right now total count which is matching to this particular pattern is total 3 records. Out of 3, just now I have selected one option like to display 2 samples out of 3. So that is the reason why these 2 records which are matching to the same pattern, we are getting 2 samples here. Earlier, like it is but displaying only one sample here because that is the default option which we have selected. Right now I have selected two, like the sample values, so that is the reason why you are seeing two values here for this particular pattern. Similarly for this pattern, wherever like you have the count greater than 2, for those things you can see 2 records here for each and everything. Here you can see. So now I don't want to see the patterns which are like which are uh, the pattern which contains only one record as a like matched record or whatever it may be. Here you can see like the count. The count is nothing but basically the number of records which are getting uh, from the report which is matching to this particular pattern or whatever it may be, right? So I don't want to see the patterns which contains only one single record from the input record or whatever it may be. I want to see at least greater than 3. Then go to here in the advanced options, select the frequency thing, specify it as 2. See here, seeing in the quiz and we count, we didn't see any pattern which contains only one record or 2 records, right? Because I have 2 because I have specified the cutoff 2, so you can see 2 here. But one records, whatever the one earlier you are saying in the report, those records you are not seeing because basically I'm filtering it out those kind of patterns basically which I don't need to my investigation or whatever it may be. That is again depends upon like how we wanted the report. So right now I have specified the frequency as 2 and the number of samples as 2. So that is the reason why you're seeing like this the report. Here also, even if we have the 2 records which are matching to this particular pattern, those 2 records it is displaying it here. Like this is one sample value which is matching to this particular pattern. this is the next value which is matching to this particular pattern. So all these options you can try it out, like when you are doing your practice you can try it out all these options. And about this separation list and stripe list, I will discuss it later, like once we're done with the other two reports which we can generate by using the investigate stage. And then this is very important concept, so that is the reason why I have to take some few examples and I will explain you how that separation list and stripe list is working. So now we have two more reports which are pending in the investigation stage report. Those are the character concatenate investigation, character discrete investigation. So basically, to run these type of reports, character concatenation or character discrete investigation, we don't need any kind of rule set, like how we have the rule set for if you want to generate any kind of pattern report and token report, we have selected some rule set, and then based upon that rule set it is trying to do all your token report and pattern report, right? So for if I want to generate any kind of character discrete investigation, I don't want any kind of rule set. This is basically the character by character investigation. There are few mask values which we have in the investigate stage. Based upon that mask values, the character concatenate and character discrete investigation, we can generate the report. Before generating this character concatenate and character discrete investigation, you should know about the mask values. What type of mask values we have in the uh, here in the investigate stage. Let me. We have total three types of mask values: C and T and X. Okay, so for example, this is my string which I am getting from my input data. Let's assume I am just trying to explain what is C, what is T and what is X, and then we will run the report and we will see the report and we can analyze it. For now you should know about what is mask value and what is C, T and X, different types of mask values available here. So let's take, this is my input string. Let's assume at very first time applying the mask C on the this input string, then my output will be X, Y, Z only. If apply mask T, then my output will be if I apply mask C and X also. Let's assume I am applying the mask X value on the middle character, on Y. Then my output will be like this. So first of all, analyze these outputs and then we will see few more combinations also. So I'm saying this is my input value, and at very first time I'm applying the mask C. C is nothing but character, if you want to see what type of character you are getting, what type of characters you are getting, and if you want to see in a specific positions what type of characters you are getting. Let's assume just a simple example why we need these mask values, and in exactly in which scenario we will use this one. For example, if you consider the PAN number, let's take our PAN number. Okay, so in our PAN numbers there will be few validations also, starting with A, or the fourth character always will be P, and the last four characters always be numeric kind of thing, right? So there are few validations, and if you want to see in any specific position we are getting the P or not, or we are getting the numerics or not, or are we getting the proper character, let's assume all our pawn numbers starting with A. So we need to check whether the first character is A or not in all the pawn numbers whatever we have. So if you want to perform such kind of validations on your input data, a kind of specific validation starting with this particular character and ending with this particular character, or whatever it may be. If you want to see the data, whether those are starting with the proper characters or ending with these proper characters, Like if you are expecting any special character, any specific character in a particular position, whether you are getting or not. Like if you want to see such kind of if you want to perform such kind of validations on your input data, then you will go for this mask values. So if I'm applying the mask C, C is nothing but character. So I am seeing, I want to see like what type of characters I'm getting in my input data. Then I can apply mask C. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not taking any T is nothing but type. So I'm not doing anything. So I'm just simply applying the C character. So it will simply showing what type of characters I'm getting the input data. X, Y, Z. If I go with the mask T, T is nothing but a kind of type. So what type of character you are getting there? Like if it is alphabets, it will give A, and if it is numeric, it will give N. For special character, it will keep it as it is. I like that. Like we can generate the report and we can see it. Basically, the T is nothing but type. So alphabets or numerics or any special characters or whatever. Maybe you can see it here. And X is nothing but skipping the character. Like if you want to skip any particular character, if you don't want to consider for your report, like the the character report or character discrete report or character concatenate report, if you want to skip few characters from your report, or if you want to hide something in the report, then you can select this X, the combination of X. You can apply this X either combination with C or either with the combination of T. If you apply with the combination of T and X, then you can see like A, because here I have applied the combination with the character and X, right? So that is the reason why it is skipping the middle character. I'm saying just assume this X is I'm applying on the middle character. So that is the reason you are getting the XZ. If you apply with the combination of T and X, then you will get the output as like this. Okay. So any doubts on this, like in the mask values? Okay. Okay. Then let's start with the character discrete investigation first, and then we will see like what are the character, what is the character concatenate investigation. So character discrete investigation, basically we can apply only on single column. Character concatenate, you can see it here, right? Concatenate in the sense if we can apply the character concatenation by selecting more than one column, like that. So first of all, let me select this address line 1. So whenever you select add to, like whenever you select this option add to selected columns, then it will ask you what type of token you want it. Sorry, what type of mask values you want to apply on that. For now, let's put all T's. We'll see the report, and then then we can change to mask C, and then we can apply mask C and mask X, and then we will see how the report is varying. Okay, for now I'm keeping it as all T, and then okay. Basically we need to select another investigate stage, so I have selected in the same thing, so that is the reason why you are seeing all these issues. If you want to generate in a single job all the mask reports as well as, that means character discrete character concatenation report along with the token report and pattern report, you can put some copy stage here. You can copy it, the same output data into multiple links, and then you can generate all these the report. So for now, I haven't placed any copy stage here. In the same job I will try to put um, another job here. The same five columns you can see it here, like how whatever the columns we have seen when you are running this QSP, sorry, this pattern report, the same type of columns you can see it here, the first column as on what column we have run this report, and the second column is the pattern. There is again the pattern based upon the character discrete. Earlier we have seen the pattern plus p v f I n, that is a pattern there. Because how why you are getting that pattern, because you are selecting some kind of rule set there. Based upon that rule set, the classification codes and default classification code combination you are seeing here in the investigation pattern. Here we are doing the character discrete investigation. So in this we don't need to select any kind of rule set. So it is simply giving the as per the mask values whatever I have selected there. The mask value which I have selected is T. That means the type of character you are getting in the input string. That's I want in my report. Here you can see here, right, in the sample exam, in the sample it's showing what exactly the value is matching to this particular pattern. So here all is, but one B is nothing but space you are seeing here in the input data. We have one space. So for spaces it is giving it as B, and the all other characters are like in alphabet. So that is the reason you're seeing A here. And if you consider this particular example, and first three characters are alphabets and then space, and then you have what it is this numeric values. So that is you're seeing numerics and here. And let's try to find it any special characters. So here it is giving the special characters as it is, right? So after road we have this hash symbol and then the characters. So for the special characters it is giving it as it is, and but for other characters, if it is numeric, it is giving it as a numeric, and if it is alphabet, it is giving it as an alphabet. If it is space, it is giving space. For all other things, it is giving it as it is, right? So this is the character discrete investigation report. So let me show you, like selecting the different combinations, and then we can analyze it. So right now all t's here. So one thing is, like how many t's you have here. Why we have 255 here? Because, like the size which I have defined is varchar of 255. So that is the reason why, whether you are getting the actual 255 characters or 40 characters, that doesn't matter to it. So what is the length you have defined it there in the metadata. So right now I have defined it as 255. So that is the reason why you're seeing 255 here. You may get 20 characters or 10 characters also in the actual data, but, like I have defined the metadata as 255 for this address line one. So that is the reason you're seeing 255 there. So let's take, I'm applying mask C here, and in the seventh position I'm giving the mask X, and then try it out this combination. This is all, like when we are doing your practice, we can try all the combinations and all those things. Here I will show you 2 to 3 combinations, and then we will proceed. Yeah, I think in this position, wherever you see capital A, there I have selected the mask C value. So that is the reason why you are getting A as it is here. In the similar fashion, E, in the similar fashion, E here again, and here after, I think we have selected after this 4 whatever the um, character we have, but here we have only less number of characters, so we're not seeing anything here. And you can select here, I think here we have selected space might be, so that is the reason why you're seeing here the proper thing. So basically it will work out. Here you can see, right, all the F's and M's and O all in capital letters. So in whatever the position we selected as a mask C, you can see those values. And wherever I have selected mask X, that character is completely removed out of from this pattern. If you select here 1 2 3 4 5, fifth position I have selected it as A, and then after A we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters, 5 characters we have, but here you are seeing only 4 characters, right? A. So one character is missing here. That is the reason why, that is because of I have selected mask X there. So basically, like the mask X, it will simply skip that particular character from the pattern. It won't consider that particular character, whatever you have selected mask X, it won't consider in the pattern. And wherever you're selecting mask C, it will give the actual value which you are getting from your input data. And mask T is nothing but it will simply a kind of type. Okay.
So Gopi, I have one question here. Like, say wherever we have selected mask X, so that will also not being considered when we calculate the count and percentage also. That will be ignored in that too.
Count. See, this is your input data as it is, right? Which is
Yeah.
matching to this string. It won't remove the count, right? It always remains the count as 1 or 2. But
Okay, so just in the pattern, it will
yeah,
not show that character.
that's
Is it
what.
something like that?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
The count it won't reduce it because like this is matching to this particular pattern, but we are displaying you the pattern of that particular input string or input data. You are simply skipping the X character. But
So, but what is the benefit of doing that? I mean, in what can you tell us some example or scenario? I mean, when that will be beneficial to use mask X? I
yeah,
mean,
so
some
for example,
example. Yeah.
yeah. For example, if you consider the same example which I'm uh, giving it to you, like an SSN number or whatever it may be. So basically, this is a personal identification number, right? So usually we should not display the whole thing, or at least we need to put some kind of mask values and then we need to display it, right? So if you specify like as validations which I said, like starting with K, and you don't want the middle characters and you want to see the last character or whatever it may be, right? So for example, if you consider a PAN number, the
Mm.
fourth digit and eighth digits are like we need it in the report, otherwise we don't need all other characters, we should not display it. Then what we will do is we will put mask X there, and for other things I can display it as mask T. Then I can see the report. So no one, when you share this report also, you can simply remove this VSINV sample. You can remove it and you can take only the pattern and the count corresponding to that. You can display it to your customer.
Okay.
If you want to share it, you
Okay.
can
Got
share
it.
it. So
Yeah.
specifically in those
Got it.
scenarios only we will
Mm.
use these reports. And most probably, like this for the standardization, we will always consider the token report and the pattern report. This is just like a kind of small validations you want to perform, and then you need to
Okay.
share this
Yeah.
report to your customers or
Mhm.
whatever. Then only we'll go for this one.
Yeah. Got it. Thank you.
No problem. Um, okay, let me take the same job, and I will show you one simple example for the concatenation report. This concatenation report also basically the combination. Right now we have selected only the address line 1 or whatever it may be. If we want to consider along with address line 1, address line 2. So if we want to do any kind of mm, investigation on more than one column, then we will go with the character concatenation. But the purpose will remain same. And here, see, I'm selecting two columns here, and then you can see the report how it is looks like. Then you will get some picture like how exactly the concatenation is working.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello. Yeah, Gopi, one more question. Like if we'll go to a stage property, we have some option trace type there. So could you tell me what is that exactly
yeah.
in general?
here in the investigation.
Yeah. I mean, when we select the column, when we go to stage and yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's alternate locale and trace type. So what this trace type exactly is?
I didn't try this option at all. Let me look into this. I will look into it and I will let you know.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. Because we defined it as 255 characters and then we are concatenating it with some other address line too. Somehow it is not fitting into this window. Basically, the whatever the first the address line 1, address line 2 we have selected right in the concatenation report. So it is basically combine this address line 1 and address line 2, and it will do the investigation based upon what type of mask values we have selected there. So we can see the corresponding sample also here. Or else let me open the file. I think it is because of 255 characters. Let me do one thing. Let me modify the column name to smaller one, then we can analyze it. Yeah. So this is basically the combination of the both the SSN number along with the chip number. So wherever I have applied the mask C, you are seeing like in 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, the actual values which are coming in the actual input data. And where I have selected X, it is not, it will not consider that in the pattern, and it will give the pattern here. So this is like in a similar fashion, like how we have created the character discrete investigation report. This is exactly same, but if you want to apply in more than one, by concatenating with one column with the another column. In the character discrete investigation report also, if you want, you can select a more than one report, but sorry, more than one column. But that is again not a combination of one column with the another column. So for example, if we selected address line 1 as one column in the character discrete investigation and SSN number as another column, then what it will do is, first of all, it will do the investigation on the address line 1, and at the end it will, you can see the SSN number investigation. But the combination you want to do, like yeah, like how we are doing it here, SSN with the zip code and address line 1 with SSN number. So the combination you want to see it here, that won't be possible in the character discrete investigation. This is a kind of plus you are seeing here, right? Because this is basically the combination, and the combination it is doing the investigation. But if you go with the character discrete investigation with same SSN number and zip code, first you will see the SSN here, and after SSN you can see the zip code here. So basically that is not a combination. If you want to do any the report on the combination of any two columns, then you can see it here in the um, character concatenation report. So basically we have where we can able to generate four reports in the investigation report: token report, and pattern report, and character discrete investigation report, and character concatenation report. So total four types of reports we can generate by using this investigate stage. So with this, like we are done with the investigate stage. So if you guys have any queries like on the investigate stage, specifically like why we need it, and like what type of reports, we can send it. And if you still have any query on any one of the report, let me know. We will discuss it. And once you are done with this investigation report, then we will start with the standardization. Before starting with the standardization, I will discuss about that parsing. um, just now I think in investigation reports also we have seen parsing, how it will do the parsing and all those things. So that we will discuss it, and then we will go for the standardization stage. So basically in the investigate stage, if you guys have any queries, let me know. So they are clear, right?
Yeah.